There's my perfume from Paris. Made in Massilia. That's Made Massilia. Smells good. I'm a girly man, like Arnold Schwarzenegger says. I'm a girly man. And speaking of Arnold Schwarzenegger, he's the most person I'd ever want to meet. He's one person in this whole wide world that I ever want to meet is Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I'll tell you why. You know, he can't be president. He can't be president because he wasn't born in the United States. So we need to change our Constitution. Where the only reason that was in there, the only reason why our forefathers put that in there, in the Constitution, so it's a constitutional law, is because we didn't want a British person, you know, the British are coming, the British are coming, the British are coming. You know, we didn't want the British to become president. So that's why we put that in our Constitution right away, so that someone outside the United States or British, some Britisher, could not become president. But that doesn't make any sense anyway. That constitutional law does not make any sense and never has made any sense because we the people decide who we want in presidency by voting. We're a democratic society. We always have been. We're a free nation as far as, you know, the most free you can get. We're the most free nation you can get. You know, we're not totally free, but we're the most free that any nation can be. I mean, that's a fact. But anyway, that part of the Constitution, that rule, that law, was outdated right as soon as they wrote it. Because we, the people, vote for the person to be president. So if we saw that this was a Britisher, why would we vote him in? This doesn't make no sense. It's one of those government bullshit rules that don't make no sense. They're stupid. They don't know what they're doing, like Donald Trump says. They're stupid. They don't know what they're doing. And that should be fired out of our Constitution. We shouldn't have that in our Constitution where you have to be born in the United States. Why? There's millions of immigrants that are illegal in here. There's millions of immigrants that are legal. And Donald Trump, he loves legal immigrants. He loves them because they went by rules. So he loves legal immigrants. So where's, you know, now the other president running mates say, oh, he don't like immigrants. It's untrue. That's a lie. They're liars. All the other candidates that run for president today for 2016 are liars. They say, oh, he doesn't like immigrants. Period. It's stupid. That's like the paparazzi or the press. They cut him off when he says the American dream is dead. When he said that, they said, cut, wrap, that's it. American dream's dead, according to Donald Trump. That's wrong. Then he goes on to say how the American dream is very much alive. And they just need a leader that knows what the fuck he's doing, and that's Donald Trump. Oh well. Anyway, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 people in this whole wide world that I would love to meet. There's 2 of them that are dead, so I can't meet them. Okay? There's 2 people that I would like to meet that are dead. So what I do is I make a cardboard figure of them, and whenever I meet someone that I'd like to meet, which are two of them are alive, and I've already talked about the 2 that are alive, so I kind of give you that right now. I give you, you know what who I'm talking about. The 2 that are alive. The 2 that are alive today, you already know who I'm talking about, because I've already talked about them both. But the 2 that are dead, I haven't talked about. One's a karate expert, He's a master. He's a sensei of all the senseis. Um, I'm sure you know who that is. A person who's never lost a fight ever. He's about 5 foot. He's around 5'4", about my size. About my size. 140 pounds. About 140 pounds. He's foreign. You know who I'm talking about. I don't even have to say his name. He's greatness. He's greatness. I mean, he's known as the superhuman being, and I see why now. Now, before, if you would have talked to me about a year about, Bruce Lee, of course that's who I'm talking about, Bruce Lee. If you would have talked to me about Bruce Lee, a year ago, I wouldn't have thought, what I'm saying now, because I did a little studying on Bruce Lee. Man, that guy was a superhuman being. He never lost a fight. He had what's known as a 1-inch punch. Okay, so like he gets his hand right here 1 inch away from your chest, and then bam, like that, it can knock your ass down on the seat. I don't care if you're 350 pounds, you're gonna hit the seat. If he puts a chair behind you, goes 1 inch by your chest, wham like that, you're gonna wham like that. You're gonna hit the seat about that quick. Now they had to slow the camera down so that you could even see him execute hand and feet movements. He was hand and feet, man. He was lightning fast. You can't even see him. You're hit by him before you even see him. And it had power behind it. It wasn't just quick, but it had power behind it. Where if that's why in the movies you see him go like this for a few seconds and then fall down. Because he's so damn quick. They had to slow down the camera to see what he's doing. He was Kato. He was Kato in the Green Hornet. And the Green Hornet only has like 16 episodes. It only ran like one season, the Green Hornet. But I thought it ran more than that, but it didn't. But he was Kato in the Green Hornet, plus all the movies he made, and where they go like that and then talk, and then that, it was funny. But that's another person I'd like to meet is Bruce Lee. Then the other person I haven't talked about yet, he died a few years back. I used to watch MTV. That's when I really got into music. I never really got into music other than when I was in the car. That's the only music I ever listened to. Is when I got in the car or if I was at a store or something, where they're playing music. That's the only music I'd ever listened to. It's either at the store or in the car. I'm 75% deaf in this ear and 25% deaf in this ear. But anyway, when MTV came around late, it wasn't around. It was I think it was 1989. I think MTV just right at the bottom of 1990. So 1980, 19, no. It was 1979, I think. I think it was 1979 because I'm an 80s MTV music lover, video music. I'm an 80s video music lover. But before the 80s, I listened like in a car or at a store or whoever was playing music. I never really got into it. But when I saw video and music, man, I loved it. Shit, you couldn't get me off MTV. It was 1979 to 1990. That's the era that 1979 to the year 1990, the year of rap, because rap took over MTV after right at 1990. So MTV started about 1979. I think that's when MTV came out, 1979, and ran till 1990 as far as the 80s rock and roll video music. That's what I am. I'm 1980s rock and roll video music. So I'm sure you know who I'm talking about now. And he died. He's a superstar of all superstars, including Elvis Presley. Um, he's the best rock and roll pop artist ever. He's a superstar of all superstars, um, including Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll. Elvis Presley was the king of rock and roll, but that wasn't rock and roll really. It wasn't until Michael Jackson. Uh, it wasn't until Michael Jackson became a superstar of all superstars that um, pop music or rock and roll music was the best music ever, and Michael Jackson was um, the superstar of all superstars, way over Elvis Presley. But I mean, I liked Elvis. Elvis was okay. I liked his methodology of life. You know, gave his mom a pink Cadillac when he first was able to afford one, and the way he treated people, he was great. But that's Elvis. But anyway, I didn't never really want to meet Elvis, but I liked him though. I mean, I like the Beatles too. You know, and I like one of the Beatles, Paul McCartney's. See, what was that one? That one was I forget the name of it now. He made two videos of the same music, and they were both great. It was I keep wanting to say What I Like About You, but that's Romantics. I love that song, What I Like About You. Um, Sometime. Sometime by Paul McCartney. By Paul McCartney? Or no, George Harrison. I'm sorry, that's George Harrison. Um, Something about time. I forget that. He made two videos of it though. He made two videos of it, and he flipped. What he's doing is playing guitar, right? And he flipped. He does a mid-air flip. It was pretty cool. But well, you know what it is. I'll look it up and see what it is. I forget what it is. But he made two videos of the same song. Both of them are great. One's an arcade video of it. One's arcade, and you know they got the claw and getting things out of there, and then it goes through the arcade part of it. And the other one's he's inside his mansion or his house, and he's playing the guitar and sitting down, and he's then he does a backflip with a guitar. It's funny, and then shit, I gotta find out what the name of that song is. I love it. It's got two videos to it, and both great. The arcade version and the one that's in his mansion, and all these things on the wall are going, you know, and everything's just flowing. It's great. But anyway, that was George Harrison, that made that. Not Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney. I think it was Say with Michael Jackson. I like that one too, where he's shaving and gets shaving cream on. I like that one too. I like almost all the, you know, like with Twisted Sister and all that. You know, I love all that, and Rod Stewart and Prince. You know, Little Red Corvette, Doves Cry. You know, with Prince, and those are my most favorite. Boy George, yeah, Boy George, and or the Culture Club. I love all that 80s stuff that was on MTV. Love it. So 80s to 90s, 79. I watched it when it first aired. The first music video on MTV was what was it? Who Killed the Radio Star? Or no, TV. TV Killed the Radio Star, I think. TV Killed the Radio Star. That was the first video on MTV, and it's so true. That song's so true, because you got video, and you got, you know, sound. So that kind of killed the radio star, but radio's still around though. You know, because you got to have something in your car, and you can't have TV. If you watch TV while you're in your car, that's worse than texting. Be down the road 10 miles before you know where you were at, you know, because you're watching, say, Brady Bunch or something on there. But that's another story. But anyway, so that's Michael Jackson, man. God, I think the best song he ever made was "Beat It," or not Beat It. Billie Jean, Billie Jean, Billie Jean. Yeah, Billie Jean. But I like Thriller though. Thriller is too, you know, because he got all these people that are what do you call it? All coordinated to everybody, you know, dancing, and everybody, you know, all together. You know, it was great. Man, like I said, Michael Jackson's superstar of all superstars when it comes to pop music and rock and roll. Man, he was it. I think he was worth like $2 billion when he died. He got killed by the drug overdose. But and Michael Jackson. So the 4 people that I ever want to meet, them are the only 4 people that I ever want to meet. There ain't nobody else right now. Maybe there will later, I don't know. But there's 4 people, okay? First person on the head of everybody is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Why? He came from a dirt poor home. I think he said he had 7 or 8 brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters or brothers. And he's from Austria. He explains, you know, when they took a bath, they had a bowl full of water, right? And he was the last person, so he had mud water taking a bath, you know, washing himself with mud water because he's the 7th person, and they didn't change water because water was a while away. So yeah, he was, you know, washing him in mud water. Now that's motivation, man. That's motivation. The way he had to live in Austria. He's a 7-time world champion bodybuilder, Mr. Olympia, 7 times. He's then he was came to the United States and was a movie star, and he was the most top paid actor. Arnold Schwarzenegger was the most top paid actor ever. Arnold Schwarzenegger always does more than the highest level. He does more than he always strives for more than the highest level ever. And at the time, 7-time world champion as Mr. Olympia, that kind of takes the cake. But he's a nutritionist. He's a nutritionist expert. He's a professional. He's a professional bodybuilder. So he knows, you know, workout routines. I hope I said that. Routines. Okay, so, and then he came to the United States and he became an actor. The most highest paid actor ever. So that's top of the line. Above, he sets the bar. Arnold Schwarzenegger sets the bar. Okay, so then he became governor of the most valued state in the Union, California. And that's the highest government level he can achieve. So he achieved the highest of the highest in California. He was the best governor ever. And see what else, man. He was a tank driver before he came to the United States. He was a tank driver in the Austria military. So jeez, you can go on and on about Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's a great person to be looking up. I mean, he's 6 foot. What is he? 6'2" or 4" or whatever. Man, he's big. 6 foot this way and 6 foot this way, damn near. But and he's, you know, a bodybuilder, and he's a movie star, and he's a governor. I mean, you can't. His kids are gonna have a hard time topping him. But that's the first person I would love to meet is Arnold Schwarzenegger. And then the second person is, of course, Donald Trump. This is a mega billionaire, man. I mean, he's not as worth much as Bill Gates, but he's a 12 billionaire. I mean, I think he's like worth $6 billion in cash, and the other 6 billion in assets. But so he's 6 and 6, 6 billion cash, 6 billion assets, 12 billion. He's worth $12 billion, and he did it all independently, where all other billionaires had different business organizations that they depended on, like Bill Gates and other ones like Walmart. The four Walmart billionaires. But see, they have other organizations and stuff they got to depend on. Where Donald Trump is the president. Why not make him president of the United States? Because he's already president of many companies. But anyway, that's why I like to meet Donald Trump, because he's like the superstar of all superstars in money wise, financial wise, genius wise. I mean, he's smarter than a lot of people in a lot of different subjects. That's what you call a genius. Donald Trump is a genius. And I'd love to meet him. So those two, and then of course the two that died, Bruce Lee, which is superstar of all superstars in the kung fu arena, and he's like the smallest dude, but the biggest punch and the biggest kick because he worked on it. He could take a 300-pound sandbag, and he said he had to put other stuff in there because when he punched the sandbag or kicked the sandbag, he would put his hand through the sandbag or his foot through the sandbag. And he didn't want to do that. He wanted to be able to push it. So he put like some kind of steel on the outside, or on the inside. On the inside, so he couldn't penetrate it whenever he punched it. And he's so damn quick, and he had the power, and that's what makes a superstar of all superstar kung fu artists. He's a sensei of all senseis, Bruce Lee. And now I'm talking about Bruce Lee. Watch the TV show or the DVD. It's on DVD because I had it. It's Circle of Iron with David Carradine in it. It's Circle of Iron with David Carradine in it, and it's based on Bruce Lee's philosophy of life. Circle of Iron is based on Bruce Lee's philosophy of life. It's a great movie. What it is the person going for trying to seek all knowledge of all knowledge. The book of all knowledge is what he's thinking. Okay, he's got to go through all these turmoils and these trials and these fights and kung fu fights and with a monkey and different things. And David Carradine is his teacher along the way. It's great, and you never guess what you saw in the book. You never guess it unless you saw the movie. No way in hell you're gonna guess it. Guess what he saw on each page as he flipped it. It's about this big. Book is about this big. Each page is. So he's flipping each page, right? And he's going, ha 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 ha. As he's flipping all the pages, he's going, ha 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 ha. Oh man, you won't believe what's in the book. You gotta watch it. Watch it. It's based on Bruce Lee's philosophy. You want the best movie ever made for philosophy of Bruce Lee. Watch Circle of Iron. It's my favorite philosophy movie with David Carradine in it. And it's based on Bruce Lee's philosophy. Now Michael Jackson, he's another guy who came from very poor Gary, Indiana. Came from two house. It was a or a 2-bedroom house. 1 bathroom. Five brothers and sisters. His dad, it's pretty rough on him. He was a steelworker. His dad was a steel worker, and so he's pretty rough on him. They always did gigs, at bars and stuff, playing. And these guys are black. They had a really hard time. They're all black. Black had a hard time back then, back in the 50s, 60s. But because Michael Jackson's he was about a year younger than me, but that's another person, you know. And then he becomes a superstar of all superstars. God damn, he's got 4 or 5 other brothers and sisters. They don't even come close to him. Like Janet Jackson, they don't even come close to what he made. Not even close. And he's the baby of the family. Michael Jackson is. And they can't even, you know, the brothers were saying, oh, we're going to get in the music business now. Yeah, I don't hear them at all. How many years it's been? They don't have the talent. They don't have the business sense or the talent to be where Michael Jackson was. So that's it. I want to meet Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's number 1. Love everybody. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Number 2, Donald Trump. Number 3 would be by Michael Jackson, and then number 4, Bruce Lee. But I can't meet Michael Jackson or Bruce Lee because they're dead. But I can make a cardboard figure of them. So when I do meet Arnold Schwarzenegger and Donald Trump, I just have a cardboard picture and then have them there and me here, and hopefully Donald Trump will hold like Michael Jackson, and Arnold Schwarzenegger will hold Bruce Lee, or the other way around. And then I have those 4 plus me. I just want a picture. That's it. And I'll be on my way. That'd be my most valued picture. I'd use that as a family heirloom. I want that to carry on and on and on. Because I love all 4 of them. I love all 4 of them. That's all I got to say. Today is 10/16/2015. And I hope that dream comes true. Donald Trump should be president by then. Hope you like my video. Thanks a lot for watching. Watch my other 1,000 videos. I have over 1,000 videos. So watch my other videos. They're on all kinds of subjects. But thanks a lot.